So we're doing Secret Santa.
As usual, we're gonna get everybody a minute here to jump on. Oh, we're visiting some family. Got Mrs. Big Dog and Little Big Dog. Cousin Big Dog. Mrs. Cousin Big Dog.
Tell your mom what you got.
Cousin's mom's Big Dog.
It's not you.
What's going on? Let's go and drink some of my tasty beverage, so y'all hang on a second.
It will actually...
Move your butt out of my face.
Let's switch.
My bad. All right, so
Okay, I'm gonna look at this one.
here's what we got going on. 2010.
Yeah.
What's going on, Eric? What's up, Alex? What's going on, man? Them dogs on top. So 2010.
You can just keep it.
And Georgia's been pretty consistently moving the football. Sorry, son. And it's been a good game so far. It's been back and forth. Auburn's been making some plays, which we kind of thought they would. But Georgia's been doing a pretty good job of making plays when they needed to. What you need me hand it to somebody?
No, it's okay. Look, come on.
What's up? So, who we got on the channel? Y'all jump in the chat. Let me see, because I can't see who it is unless you guys talk down in the channel. What's up, Tram? Yeah, we should have 28 or more. I like the way that we're playing physical. Your mom's an Auburn fan and you don't know why? Well, I don't know why your mom's an Auburn fan either. All I can tell you is either you got to boycott your mom or something. So, Fromm's a good quarterback. Fromm's made some great throws. I saw some decision making that really I haven't seen in a lot of sophomore quarterbacks. There was a pass there where he was about to get sacked, and he saw very quickly that the blitz we didn't pick up the blitz well. He was going to lose yardage. He just leaned over and threw it out over Swift's head out into the crowd where nobody had a chance. That way we didn't draw a penalty, we didn't lose yards, and it set us up for the ability to throw the ball downfield. Red zone offense is bad, Chris Lamb says. You're absolutely right. We're looking pretty good. Hey, Brian, good to see you again. Red zone offense, it's not the players. It's not the players. It's the coach. The play calling that we're doing down in the red zone is definitely not what it should be. We've had plenty of opportunities to punch the ball in. I mean, another goal line fall apart. They're carving us up. I don't know, Chris. I don't know so much that they're carving us up, so much as we're just kind of letting them throw the ball around because we know Stedham's going to make errors. So we're just kind of letting them go. We're not playing that overly physical. I will say there are two plays in this game I have a real serious problem with. Do y'all think y'all can beat Alabama? I don't know, Alex. That's a hard question to answer. I don't know. We'll have to see what's up. Everybody's saying hi. So, Fromm, he can run the ball to fake it to the running back, and they think Swift or Holyfield is running. Get them off. There's my son. So when we've got Swift or Holyfield running the ball, we're doing a pretty good job. What's up, buddy? I got family hanging out. All right. So, yeah, Zach says we can beat Alabama. Landon says roll Tide. Tide another shutout today. Good job for those guys. Can't take anything away from that. But I mean, it is what it is. Our defense has had some bad calls against us. There's two plays I want to talk about those real quick. We got a pass interference called that was not called in the end zone whenever the football hit the Auburn defender in the head. And he had a hold of the jersey of the Georgia receiver like this, and it didn't get called. I mean, it's pretty obvious. It was right in front of the ref, and nobody called it. Then later in the game, whenever we're running out of sidelines, it wasn't DeAndre Baker. It was the other guy. Who was that guy? When UGA plays Alabama, I hope y'all play with decency and don't go for the two of his knees.
Where's that brush at?
I agree. Going for two of his knees was kind of a cheap shot, but that's terrible. I don't know if it was intentional. Looked intentional to me, but Tua looked even worse after that. Tyson Campbell, thanks, Tram. So there was the ball thrown out to the corner to Auburn receiver. It was basically identical as far as the coverage goes, except the Georgia defender had less on him than we did, and it hit our guy in the head, and they got pass interference on us. Michael Martin says, hey, big dog, couldn't we use a tight end as a fullback? We could. We could put and start fast enough. Tackling definitely needs work. Chris, I would tend to agree with that. I've seen kind of some arm tackling. I think the initial aggression that we saw coming out of the coming out of the first quarter, we kind of dialed that down some. I think we were overcommitting on trying to tackle some of that stuff, and now it's starting to settle down a little bit. But we've definitely got to tighten up on defense if we're we definitely got to tighten up. Campbell is pulling a Parrish. Maybe I could agree with that. Let's see. Fromm's using the, I love that Fromm's using the middle of the field. Nick Saban wins 5 natties with Smart as a quarterback. He retracted that statement. Well, yeah, we got some good running backs. We like those guys getting in there and hitting them back and forth. Fromm's definitely doing a good job of using the middle of the field, but we have to be able to run the ball and throw to the corners to open up the middle of the field. So, I mean, we're doing a good job of mixing up the play calling and mixing up how we're doing it. We got to keep moving the football. We don't really seem to struggle to move the ball. The first couple of times, I mean, we get down in the red zone and we can't capitalize. So I think, yeah, I mean, we're going from the shotgun from like the 1 yard line, which is ridiculous. Yeah, that damn targeting play was painful, but I mean, that's the kind of stuff that, like Cousin Big Dog said, that's the kind of stuff that we're trying to take out of college football, because that's the most dangerous stuff, is that helmet contact. You're leaning that head down, pushing in. I mean, yeah. Landon fixed his statement. He says, Nick Saban 5 natties, Smart, copy plus paste. I agree with that. Between the 20s, we are deadly. Hey, you want to be on here? Come here, Sherpa. We're taking you to Mount Everest. I need a Sherpa. Come here. So the big thing that we need to do in the second half is continue to stay effective on defense. I'm glad that we didn't go to a prevent defense there at the whenever we gave them the ball, we got after them. Yeah, Smart does have the blueprint. He does. Our team's just really young. I think we have 60. I think last check we had 64 freshmen on scholarship at UGA out of the 85 that we have. So I mean, we've got essentially 21 players that are not true freshmen that are there. I mean, think about that. And we're still doing as well as we are. So the next couple of years, we're going to be amazing. We've got over 100 recruits there. Yeah, and I think we're doing a pretty dad-blame good job anytime you can get in there. Eric Johnson, you want a Georgia jersey today? Hot damn, man. Good for you. Dog Nation for life, absolutely 3 and out. So we win this game, that's it. Anytime it's an Auburn game, you got to play them tight and you got to play them all the way to the wire. I've seen too many times where the Georgia games have come down to a mistake at the end of the game. I don't see why some analysts are brushing over the SEC championship game. That will be a heck of a ball game. It probably will, Landon, but the thing that they're looking at, I think, is if Georgia loses that game, there's no way they're going to put us in the national championship. And if Alabama wins that game, by all means, they'll probably throw them into the dang college football playoff anyway. Hold on a second here, guys. I'm back on my beverage. Hang on. There's some things you can't do on YouTube. So anyway, what was the last statement we had pop up here? I missed it. There we go. Jay Bolton, what's up, buddy? You're always on here, man. I appreciate you jumping on. Alex Hardage wants to know if I'm an NFL fan. You know, I watch the Falcons sometimes, but not all the time. Probably not like I should. I'm a big fan of college football. I think that college kids just play harder. And to me, in college football, we will stomp Bama lights out. I don't know about that, Travius. That's a bold statement. We might win that game, but I don't think we're going to stomp them out. As far as we gotta beat the best of, we gotta best them bad to keep them out. I don't know. I think even if we best them, I think if we barely edge them, they're still going to end up. I think that if it's going to be between them and Michigan. I think they'll let Bama in just because of the history they have. Sorry, missed last weekend. A wife wanted to go shopping. That's all right, Brian. I'll let it slide this time, man. But you be on here from now. O-line looking pretty good against pretty good D-line. Yeah, I agree with that, Jay. It's looking pretty good so far. But back to the pro game, pro stuff. Sorry, we got a house full. Back to the program stuff. In pro, you can lose a game here and there, but in college, man, you can't lose any games. Every game is so incredibly important. If you lose one game, I mean, it's really detrimental. If you lose 2, you're absolutely out of it. And the Falcons, I mean, I don't know how many losses they got now, 2 or 3. I think they started out like 2-4 or something. 4. They're 4-4 now. So I mean, if Georgia was 4-4 right now, you guys wouldn't even be on my channel. This wouldn't exist. Who's that just jumped on here? Tennessee beats Kentucky. Hey, Brian, I'm okay with that, man. Tennessee Tennessee needed something to keep them from having to burn the stadium down. Those guys were getting furious. What's up, Extra AR? Heisman, who said Heisman, Tua or Murray or Haskins or Gray? You know, if Tua can stay healthy, I'd have to say, sorry guys, my thumb's in the way because I'm trying to re-chat. I'd say Tua. That guy's just amazing. Has the second half started yet for Georgia, or is it on? Or it isn't on ESPN? It's still waiting to start back up. It hasn't started up yet. Good Lord, you guys don't give me much time to read what. Wonder still after all this time if Kirby can get in the red zone offense credit. I don't know. I don't think it's a mental hang up. I think the problem that we're having is what Cousin Big Dog said, is that it's bad play calling and that we're trying to snap the ball in a shotgun formation down in the red zone. We need to be under center. Here comes Christian again. Who's the next stop for Alabama? I don't know. Who do y'all play next week? It ain't Auburn. So the week after next week, your next stop will be Auburn. That's for sure. Falcons versus the Doo-Doo Browns. Yeah, you know what? The Browns are actually, in my opinion, doing better than what they should be doing. Tua pulled out in the third. Tua got pulled out because his knee got busted up by an Ole Miss player, I think. Not Ole Miss. It was Texas A&M, Mississippi State, excuse me. What's up, LeBron? Go Dogs. I think that was a little bit of a cheap shot, but I don't know if it was on purpose. It looked to be on purpose, but
You wussed out.
is what it is. Who? What? Me?
Are you streaming that on your Facebook page?
I'm not streaming this on Facebook. I'm streaming this on YouTube. So if you're subscribed to me, and I can tell you're not because you don't know. So if you would subscribe to me, it would give you a notification on your phone, and you guys see the notification bell. It would give you a notification on your phone that I'm streaming live, and then you can just click on it and load you in, like all these cool people that are on here chatting.
And we get to listen to him. Is it Big Dog Brett?
Yeah, yes, Big Dog Brett. That's it. Yeah, he went straight for the knee. I got to say that. No, I'm not a big NFL fan. I didn't think Chubb would do as good as he did. I think Chubb, Gurley, and Sony are all doing great this year. What do you think we're going to do? What do you think we're going to do to Tua? I don't know what we're going to do to Tua. I don't know if we can get enough pressure on him to make a big difference. Yeah, I was watching that knee too. It didn't look good. Firing Mark Richt was one of the riskiest moves in UGA history. One of the best. I don't think it was one of the riskiest moves. I would have fired Mark Richt and not played a head coach. I'd have just played with the backup coaches. He was that bad, in my opinion. The play calling he had was bad. The preparation he had was bad. The number of times he embarrassed us was bad. The thing that made me want to check Mark Richt out of the whole freaking system. I think that there was a game that we played against Alabama where they beat us 51-10 at Athens, and it was the first time that any team other than Alabama had been favored to beat them in like 7 or 8 years, and we come out there and got royally embarrassed at home. After that, I was absolutely fired his behind. And then once you got to the end of the season, I don't know if it was that season or the next season, he said something that absolutely infuriated me, which was they had a press conference, and he said that, you know, if you're not in contention for a national championship around here, it's pretty miserable. And I thought that was a sad thing for a head coach to say to anybody about their team. Your job as a head coach is to get out there and try to win a national championship every damn year. And if that's not your goal, then go be a head coach at Miami, because that's what the goal is here. LSU is so bad. Les Miles wants his job back. I don't know, man. I think they got a lot of talent out there. They'll get there. Just Mellow after y'all beating Southern says, yeah, we got to win. I'm happy about that. It's not acceptable. I agree with that. Jay Bolton pointed out I got almost to 500 subs. I think I'm at like 486 or something, and my goal was to get to 500 by the end of the year. So if you guys want to slap it around and share, Mark Richt Kool-Aid. Yeah, absolutely. 491. I'm closer than I thought, Jay. Thanks for checking on that. If you guys do me a favor, if you've made it this far on the video, go ahead and hit a thumbs up for me. It helps me out. It pushes it up in the metrics. Other people see it, and that helps get the channel going stronger. The number of fans. I don't know if you guys are fans. Yeah, I'm feeling much better. Thanks for asking, Brian. The number of people that I get on my channel definitely drives me to make more and better content. And I believe it or not, the more people I get, I do more research and dig into it to try to get your. Oh, Stephanie finally subscribed. Thanks, Stephanie. that's cousin Big Dog's wife. So Les Miles and Gene Chizik won championships. Where did they go? I don't know, man. They went pretty much nowhere. I will say that in the 3 years that we've had Kirby Smart, I've been very impressed with his performance. Kirby Smart's doing a great job of getting the right players to the team and building teams around them. So that makes a big difference when you have the right players in the game and you're building the team around them rather than trying to plug and play players in a system you already have. When you can bring recruits in and you can show them, that's a hell of a catch. I don't know if you guys saw that Northwestern catch versus Iowa where they won 14-10. That was a heck of a catch. I just saw the replay. Let's see. You guys have any questions for me? Go ahead and fire away before we get started back up with the game here, because the game's going to be starting up shortly. I gotta do the beverage thing again. Hang on. My throat was getting dry.
Costs over $50. And there you go.
Coming from a Bama fan, go Bama, but also go little Ridley. Yeah, Ridley's awesome. Master of Dreams says Georgia sucks. Thank you for the encouragement, sir. We appreciate that. 42-17 dogs. I don't know. Hey Brett, UGA is hot trash, sir. I appreciate that, Dennis. We like that encouragement on my channel. You know, it's kind of like how Bama's taking up the mantle that they just appreciate being hated. So, you know, you guys are doing it on the west side, so we're going to do it on the east side. What is my top 4 college football playoff? Georgia, Alabama, no particular order. Georgia, Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame. Georgia, Alabama, Clemson, Notre Dame. I don't really like having to put Notre Dame in there, but my personal belief is that if you're going to, sorry, little guy. If you're going to play in a national championship potentially, or you're going to play in the college football playoff, I feel like you should have to either win your division or at least play in your division championship. And that's not knocking Alabama. I just think that what's the point of having a division championship if it doesn't matter? If you're going to circumvent it and you're going to bypass it, then why do you even have it? And if that's the case, if you're going to have one, you need to make it mean something. I personally think we need to go to a 6 or 8 player team playoff, and then you can have teams like UCF get in there. You can have teams like Notre Dame in there. You could have Ohio State or whoever from the Big Ten, whoever from the Big 12. You can get a Pac-12 conference winner. You can get an SEC champion winner. Yeah, I mean, I didn't say they should be third. I just said they should be in there. I don't like having to put Notre Dame in there, but I can't really place.
They're undefeated.
I can't place anybody over them because they do play some heavy teams and they are undefeated. So, I mean, my hand is kind of forced to have to push them in there. I think it doesn't matter whether Georgia or Alabama is scheduled for the college football playoff right now because we have to play each other, and unfortunately, that's going to most likely knock one of us out. If Georgia blows Alabama out, they're going to say that it was a fluke game, and they're going to put them in anyway.
I agree with that.
If Georgia edges Alabama, they're going to say it was so close that you know, it's only one loss. They played them tight. They're going to put them back in there anyway. So.
I agree with that. I feel sorry for Michigan.
Yeah, I feel sorry for Michigan. Ohio beat Michigan, Alex. Oh, well, we'll see what happens. All right, guys. Let's see. Brett, how do you keep a smile on your face after 2 of 26, sir? Because I'm a dog fan. Win, lose, die, draw, or tie. It don't matter. I'm a Dogs fan. All right, guys, game's going to start back up. We appreciate you guys jumping on the channel. Do me a favor, like, subscribe, share. Go visit me on Patreon, all that good stuff. And we'll see you guys after the game. Thanks again. God bless and go Dogs.
Way to hate 'em.